Good Wednesday afternoon to you all, and welcome to another Ski Classics live session in front of an exciting weekend with two Pro Tour races, Grönklitt Classics and Grönklitt ITT. And these races will take place in Orsa, Sweden, which is very close to Mora, the Finnish area of Vasaloppet. And as always, there will be a lot of action on ski tracks this Saturday and Sunday. And in today's live session, you will meet some of the favorites for the weekend and learn what they've been up to since Marcialonga, the previous race on the Pro Tour. And for media reps joining us here, please raise your hand if you have any questions and I will let you in. I'm your host, Teemu Virtanen, and without further ado, let's get started with the CEO of Ski Classics, David Nilsson, and also Martin Holmstrand from the organizers. So, David, Jizerska, of course, that got cancelled, which was a blow to all of us. But how big of a sort of a disappointment was that, for Ski Classics and for you?
Of course, it's the last thing we want to do to cancel an event, but in this case, there was no other way out. With the LOC, they start seeing already 2 weeks before that which was sad in a way, because it's been really, really good winter until 2 weeks ago when there was a lot of snow, etc. But it came in this really warm weather for 10 days with a lot of rain. And as you have seen on the World Championship from biathlon, you can see it in the Czech Republic as well, that it's been extremely warm weather. So unfortunately, it was also for Jizerska a year where they had the record numbers. They had 9,500 recreational skiers registered. So of course, very sad for them to do a cancellation. But in the end, it's a winter sport and the weather can change in many ways. And we are sort of getting experienced and prepared for that situation that it can be occurred. And from Ski Classics side, of course, now when in season 15, when we had 15 events from the start, of course, it's not that much percentage-wise loss if we have one event compared to when we had fewer events in the total. So it's part of the game, but very sad that it was a Grand Slam, Grand Classics event. And as I said, Jizerska with a record number of participants. So, well, it's sad, but now we look forward.
Indeed, but Martin, when I'm looking at you, or actually the picture behind you, seems to me that the people skiing there, you guys don't have any problems with snow right now.
No, it's the complete opposite to Czech Republic. So we have plenty of snow and the conditions are close to perfect. We just received 20 centimeters of new snow during yesterday, and we expect even more on Friday. But if you are really lucky, we have good weather and sun in the sky during the weekend.
So Martin, this place, Grönklitt, this is kind of a hidden gem. You Swedes, you know about the place, but not that many people outside of your country really know what your place is about. So please give us a bit of a take on, your location and the race.
That's correct. Well, of course, we are close to the famous arena of Vasaloppet, and as you said, for many Swedes, this is a popular cross-country destination. Right now, we have big holidays in Sweden, and also some Danish people are here for maybe mostly alpine downhill skiing. But maybe Ski Classics will change this mind for people from foreign countries, but we have almost. You can be here for some days, and you don't have to go in the same trek.
And then, David, you have the maps here. Let's talk about these two events coming up: 60-kilometer race classic on Sunday, and then the ITT. Saturday, and then the ITT on Sunday. So let's go through those maps and give us a little bit of an information on those two races.
Yeah, as you said, it's a back-to-back weekend, meaning that we do two races, both Saturday and Sunday. And as normal, then we try to do the longer race on Saturday and a little bit shorter, in this case, individual race on Sunday. So in this case, then the Grönklitt Classic, the race is a little bit special in terms of the course set you. It's not an A to B course, and it's not the criterium, because you kind of do in between, so to say. And what it is that we start is a new place of the start from previous years. So we actually start close to the bottom of the Alpine hill. And then we go a small loop, which about 6, 7, 8 Ks on what we call in Sweden Utsiktsspåret. We call it the panorama track in English. It's really beautiful. When you come to the top, you can see the whole, from the top there, you can see the whole part of Dalarna from there. And then they go down to the sprint after then 8 kilometers when they're back at the stadium. And from the sprint, they go out on a long loop, which is a little bit different from last year, but some parts are the same. And they go this year also out and make what we call in Sweden the Elitspåret, which is the elite tracks up to the climb. So they do a little bit tougher up than we tried last year's. And there we have then, of course, the climb on the first loop. Then I come back and do the whole one more time. And what's a little bit special when we have the 60K is that women will start at 8 o'clock and then men start at 10:30, which is before the women finish. So they actually we have a little bit after the women come to the climb, or a little bit before that, we will start the men, and then women come to climb, and then men will come to the sprint, and then women will come to finish. We hope for that logistics wise. So it's very interesting, very beautiful, and a lot of small tracks, a lot of marshlands, open fields. So that's the Sunday race. Saturday's race. On Sunday, then we do the ITT, which is the individual time trial. Also new course, because at both days we have a new finish, which is on top of the Alpine hill, but it's a little bit from the other side than we used in the ITT the last year. So it's similar in terms of elevation, but we go in the front part in the right side of the Alpine slope, and it's more open there. So it's very nice finish of both days. It's really an X factor on Saturday, where we do up the Alpine hill until the finish. So we're looking for a really drama on the last uphill, probably in the races. The ITT then, we start more or less the same position, and we do one loop on the western part, as you can see on the map, with 2 timing positions. And then we have a finish on the same place on Sunday, and there at the finish is also a climb. So we have a little bit change there in the rules, that we will have 100% climb. We have discussion that when it should be 50%, but we believe it's worth 100% climb points. So we have a climb at the finish line. So that's about it from the map, Timo.
Yeah, it sounds to me it'll be really an exciting weekend, back to back once again. But now I think it's time for any questions from the media reps out there joining us. So please go ahead, raise your hand, and you can ask questions either for Martin or David or both of them. Okay, Anders, please go ahead.
Do you ski Utsiktsspåret backwards to get up to the top this year, or is it the way like last year?
Martin, for you.
Yeah, that's correct. It's the same way like last year.
Okay.
But the main difference is that we go over the big road only once in one direction. So just after the start and the first loop, we go over the bridge close to the camping.
Yeah, and also the finish is completely different, of course.
Yeah, this year we are on the sort of say sunny side.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Anders Blomqvist. Any more questions? Well, I have one, at least for you, Martin. Since you've been a team director way back, Team Serneke, now you're organizing ski races and pretty active there. Do you ever miss, the kind of the traveling life, being part of a team?
To be honest, I travel not even more, but close to like in the past. So I get the traveling, but it's nice to be on the other side of the competition.
So when you look at the ski classic, since you were part of it way back then, and you look at it now, this is the season 15. It's grown from those days when you were, with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe you can't even compare. I have been maybe not from the beginning, but during several of years, and the tour have increased a lot. And I think everyone is more professional, both the organizers and even the athletes and the pro teams.
And then, David, one for you as well. Why Grönklitt, Orsa? Why this location? We talked about it being a really famous place for you Swedes, but how did this kind of become part of Ski Classics and this double weekend in front of Vasaloppet?
As you say, it's me being a Swede also. For us, it's definitely a favorite cross country place, if not the favorite one of all. So to be able to show those for the world and show the tracks and the marshlands, which I think cross country skiing is a lot about in Sweden, that you actually go on flat parts, getting nature feeling inside the areas there. It's really beautiful for everyone to go cross country skiing Grönklitt. So for us to have a race where it's so popular to go, that's part of our DNA. So it's very, very fun to also be able to show a different type of course compared to Vasaloppet, which is very close, as you said, where you have A to B straight course. And this is not A to B, and it's definitely not a straight course. It's kind of the opposite. And I think opposites has attraction in it. So that to have race weekends with a little bit different profiles, I think that's part of making the tour interesting. So we're very, very happy to go to Grönklitt and come there every year. And the athletes, as you say, the first year, I remember they were, the international athletes didn't really know, so much about the place, but now they were very positive even from the first year. And now they're always long and talk about coming back to Grönklitt during the winter. So really looking forward to coming.
As are we. We are really looking forward to the race and seeing the race. Thank you very much, Martin and David. Good luck with your race. You got plenty of snow. I'm pretty sure it'll be an interesting and exciting, thrilling two races back to back. Thank you very much, guys, and good luck with the event. And we move on, as we should have there now Runar, Skaug, Mathisen from Lager 157 ski team ready. Marcialonga winner. We have Runar out there. Still waiting for Runar. Skaug, Mathisen, Lager 157 ski team. Now there he comes. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. How are you doing? I mean, I know the winning Marcialonga, it's been a while now. Has it really sunk in?
No, not yet. I think it will be some months.
Yeah, you're still in the dream. You still don't believe it happened, huh?
No, it has been one of my big dreams for my whole life. So winning Marcialonga was really, really cool.
What happened after that? I mean, of course, at that time when you did, I mean, you must have been like sort of blown out. But days after that, when it's slowly but surely, probably you started to realize that, hey, I did it. I fulfilled my dream.
Yeah, the peculiar thing is that the days is really normal after you've done something like that. The day after, I woke up in a hotel in München, and it feels just like normal.
Speaking of which, do you feel normal now? You're getting ready for the Grönklitt races, 60K, and then the ITT on Sunday?
Yeah, actually, I'm now soon in Mora on my way to Orsa. So I am really looking forward to starting up again after Jizerska was cancelled.
Do you think you can win again?
Of course, it's easier to win after you have done it once.
That's what they say. All right, then questions, for Runar. Leandro Lutz, please go ahead.
Hey, Runar, what changes for you now? What's the next goal now after the win at Marcialonga?
Well, I am now currently at the 4th place in the overall cup, and doing well in the overall is of course one of my big goals. Also, being able to participate in taking a victory in the Vasaloppet for the team would be really awesome. Trying to do what we did last year and have somebody from Lager 157 at the top.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Leandro. And then we have Jakob Hård.
Hey, Runar.
Hi.
It was really fascinating to follow Marcialonga. And now that you have won it and you have the position you have in the overall, does that mean that your role in the team will change, that your status in the team has changed? I mean, we've seen you as the loyal team worker before, but will that change in any way now?
No, I don't think so. We have in Lager 157 we have a pretty flat hierarchy. Of course, last year Emil was really good, winning almost everything, so it was natural that he was team captain. But in most races, we try to work for each other and do not have a really clear team captain. So I think my position in the team is just as usual.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jakob. And then Anders Blomqvist, please go ahead.
Hey, Runar.
Hi.
What have you been doing skiing-wise after that night in Munich?
Well, not much. The first week coming back home to Norway, I was really tired the whole week. I had 5 rest days the first week. But then my body started slowly to work again, and last weekend I felt that it was back on track. So I had 5 really good training days.
I know you have been doing that heavy weeks during the Christmas and New Year's Eve. What's your thought about how long that good form is lasting after these kind of sessions in the season?
It's hard to tell, but I would say that about a month, maybe a little bit more. But I'm doing another hard training week after Orsa, hopefully to boost my shape again until Vasaloppet and Birkebeiner. But I think I can kind of make small steps with every interval block. So hopefully I will not only get a boost, but maybe get a little more boost than the last time. We'll see.
Yeah, and you will do that block the coming days after Orsa?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anders. And then Ingeborg Scheve.
Hi, Runar.
Hi.
Yeah, it's cool to see you back. And so I was wondering, so now you're headed into to Orsa, a double header, 2 races in a small place. It's quite a contrast from Marcialonga. How do you treat the different venues? Like, do you obviously there's some that are higher prestige, and how do you attack a small venue like this?
I think that all the races in Ski Classics are really cool because they are so different, so that you have to address them in different ways. But of course, Marcialonga is special. It has a really special atmosphere. But I want to be performing at my top at every venue we are at, and therefore I see Orsa as just another place I really want to perform.
So I know that Marcialonga was a lifelong goal for you. Have you set a new life goal now?
The Birkebeiner is, of course, really high-hanging fruit for a Norwegian guy.
Sounds great. So how do you attack a 2-day weekend as opposed to a 1-day weekend?
It is pretty much the same. You just have to be really focused right after the first ski race to get some food, a lot of food, so that you will have the same amount of energy the day afterwards. We have done a lot of double weekends now, and I think if you are just focused to eat some extra, especially right after the race, I think 2 days is no problem.
Sounds great. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
All right, Runar, I'll let you go. But before I do that, speaking of these double headers or double weekends, which one of the races do you think suits you better? The short one or the long one?
The long one, I think. Yeah, I think the long one. I have my VO2 max is not the highest, and I think there are some other guys with better capacity than me that will really stand forward in the shorter distance.
All right, thank you very much, Runar. Good luck. Do well, and of course, Saturday race, as you just said, is your main goal. But do well, on both days, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
And we continue with Runar's teammates. Still with Lager 157 ski team, we should have Emil Persson and Alvar Myhlback there joining us. There you guys are. How are you guys doing? Hello, and Alvar, you too. Have you, Alvar? Have you recovered? Good. Have you recovered? From the junior champs.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like the last days have been really good, and maybe the shape is even better. So hope for a good week in Orsa.
I was told that the conditions were very, very different over there. It was really warm, and now you're back to the kind of the winter wonderland in Sweden. How does your body feel about that? You're kind of changing from kind of a warmer climate to colder one.
I think it's both nice and but I have enjoyed the sun and the heat the last weekend also, but yeah, it's good to have to be back with some snow.
And then Emil, how are you feeling right now? We talked about this earlier, that it's been a little bit of an up and down roller coaster for you. Sometimes it seems that you are peaking, but then again, not quite. But how do you feel right now after Jesus got cancelled?
It's been a roller coaster after Marcialonga too. Had some really bad sessions and some illness, but I'm going up now, so it's getting better.
Meaning exactly what? What do you expect? What is a good result for you, knowing kind of this background that you have? It's not like last winter. What are you hoping to achieve?
I want to be on the podium. I want to win races. That's my goal. That's why I'm doing this. So that's what I'm aiming for this coming weekend.
And you think it'll happen? You feel strong
enough?
Yeah,
of course. I have to believe in myself and in the team.
And then Alvar, quickly, what about your goals? You seem to be jumping back and forth. Standard distances, the junior champs, now the long distance. Which one is kind of your forte, and what is your goal for this weekend?
I hope to fight for the podium positions this weekend. But it's hard to know where the shape is. So I hope it's okay now this weekend, and hopefully it will be really good at Vasaloppet then.
All right, good. Okay, let's move on to the questions. Anders Blomqvist, I think you're first. Please go ahead.
Yes, I have a question for both Emil and one for Alvar. Emil first. How many days were you sick, and what does it mean for your training?
It was just a small one. 3 days I was away from training. Just had some in my nose, but I had my body after the week after Marcialonga was really bad. So it was the weekend after that I had some illness. But now I've been training for 6 days, so quite many days.
And the body feels good?
Yeah, it's coming back now. Had did a good long distance sessions today.
Okay, last question for you. They have changed the finish line to the top of Grönklitt. Do you like that, or doesn't matter, or what do you think about that?
It doesn't matter, but uphill finishes suits me quite well, so maybe it's better for me, but it doesn't matter. I like all kinds of finish.
Yeah. Thank you. Alvar, you're going for Orsa and you're going for Vasaloppet. What's up after that? Is it traditional skiing, or will you continue doing the ski classic races, do you think?
Maybe both. I hope so. It is World Cup in Falun, where I live, so I really hope to be on the start there. But yeah, maybe it will be some long distance races as well. I have a plan now that ends at Vasaloppet, so just have to see after that.
Okay. What's your opinion of the changed finish line, going up to the top instead of being down at the stadium? Do you like that?
Yeah, I think it will be good. I liked Marcialonga, the last uphill there, so maybe take a revenge the last 100 meters.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Anders. And then we move on to Philip Gadd. Expressen, please go ahead.
Thank you. Questions for Alvar. Hi, Alvar. We spoke to some people here in Canmore during the World Cup about the picture that you shared on Instagram with Jörgen from Planica during the relay. Many people says it was a really nice gesture. What do you say about it yourself?
Yeah, it was really nice of Jörgen. I have kind of panic there. It is like maybe a minute to start, and I looked under my shoe and it was full of stones and stuff. So yeah, it was kind of him.
How important is it to show the friendship between the nationalities, that you're not only rivals but you're also friends and you help each other? How important is it to show that to people?
I don't really know, but yeah, of course it's important, and I think many people think that it's just that we are enemies and just I don't know, hate each other and want to beat each other. So yeah, it's important for sure.
And last question, how was the overall experience in Planica?
Very much of everything. It was some really good days in the end of the championships, and the first 4 days was terrible. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Alvar. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Philip. And then Jakob Hård, please go ahead.
A question for Emil. Emil, this roller coaster feeling that you have experienced this season, and that the way you felt after Marcialonga, is that a new experience for you, or do you recognize it from earlier, or how do you reflect on that?
Yeah, I haven't had this kind of winter before. It's more like I can have this type of roller coaster in the summer. So it's quite new during the season, but I think I know how to like to level out now and hopefully stay on the top and in a good shape for the rest of the season now after like Orsa and Vasaloppet.
Do you even think that it was in a way good that the last race was cancelled?
Yeah, because I got some days off there. I maybe wouldn't have started in Gisellska, but so maybe a bit of luck for me. But of course, it's always sad when the races got cancelled. So we always want to race.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jakob. And then Ingeborg.
Yeah, Alvar, question for you about the World Championships. What do you think of? What was your biggest takeaway from the thing that kind of either surprised you or that you took away coming home thinking about the most?
Yeah, it have to be the gold medal on 10 Classic on Friday. But maybe also how bad I was in the 20 skate and how long it was up to the top. So it was 2 very different days. But in the end, it was a really good week for me.
And on that same note, what do you think of the level, like the level of the competitors at the international junior level? I mean, you have your prior experience was the World Cup, and then you come here. How does it compare?
I think the level on what Jürgen did on the 20 skate was crazy high, and I hope my level on the 10 Classic was good as well. But overall, it's a really high level, and luckily I got some shape there the last days. Because if you're not in shape, it's not possible to do some good results at that level.
So what was your issue the first few days then?
Just like Emil, I had a cold after
okay.
So I had my first training sessions the day before the 20 skate. So it was hard to do good performance on the 20 skate. But after you get a hard session and one training day, it became better and better.
So along those lines of the competition and the level of the competition, what is there any nations that surprised you that came out of left field for you that you hadn't expected to be up there among the top?
Yeah, I think it was in every, like both in the female and men, there was a lot of surprises during the week. So it was not just one nation, it was a lot of nations that took a victory that I didn't expect. So yeah, it's funny that not just Norwegian and Sweden are taking all the medals.
So was there any particular nations that stood out to you?
it was a lot, but you can say that Canada won the U23 mixed stafette. The last day was incredible strong.
Interesting. Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ingeborg. Morten Long, you have questions?
Yes, just short one for Alvar. I saw there was a celebration for you on your backyard yesterday evening in Bjursås. Was that a surprise for you, or did you know it?
No, it was a surprise. I was watching TV, and then the whole backyard was full of people. So yeah, very funny, and I'm really glad that I have this kind of support from the people.
Was it the club that had arranged it, or?
Yeah, it was my home club, Bjursås.
And just a short one, what will you do the next week after, or the next weeks ahead of Vasaloppet after Grönklitt races?
I will stay in Orsa with Runar and train. Hopefully have 2 good training weeks in front of Vasaloppet and train on the Vasalopp shape.
Great, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Morten. And then Jakob Hård, do you have another question up on his sleeve?
No, sorry, I forgot to take my hand down.
That's what I figured that might be the case. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I'll let you go. But before I let you go, Emil, you were the undisputed king last season. And when you look at your teammate, do you think there's another king in the making there?
For sure. There's a lot of strong guys in the team. So, and everyone wants to beat me. I beat the results from my last year. So I will help them. And I will make it hard for them.
Indeed, you will. Thank you very much, and good luck. And let's hope that your roller coaster will kind of even out a bit, and you'll get back in shape, towards the end of the season. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
and thank you, Alvar, as well. And we move on to the next guests from Team Ramudden, Emilie Fleten and Herman Paus. Hey, Herman, and hi, Emilie.
Hello.
Both of you
Hello.
there. So how are you guys now feeling after Marcialonga? Jizeska got cancelled, a little bit of a longer break than expected. But how is your shape, both of you? How are you feeling right now before the Grönklitt weekend? Let's get started with Herman first.
Yeah, as Emil said, for me as well, it has been a bit of a roller coaster this season, but I feel the shape is good. And it was really nice to get a few weeks at home now to kind of reset the mind and body. So I think it's starting to be really good again.
And then Emilie, what about you right now?
I think my shape is good. I was tired, really tired after Marcialonga, but now I'm feeling better, and I have been feeling good the last couple of weeks, I think. So hopefully my shape is decent.
And you have 2 races back to back, this double header, so to speak. Are you guys excited about it? Do you think that it fits you both, that racing on both days? Herman, you can go first.
Yeah, I really like double headers. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's fun because you always get that second chance, and it depends. If you have a bad day, the first day you probably get a better chance to have a better day the next day if you are good to save some energy. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And then you, Emilie, please go ahead.
I always think I'm gonna be really good at day 2, but I never am. So hopefully this weekend maybe. It's good to have 2 races since Skaug was cancelled. It's nice to have like 2 races now this weekend.
All right, and then questions from the floor. Anders Blomqvist, please go ahead.
First, I have a question for Herman. Hi.
Hi.
it's been really difficult to follow you this season. It was difficult to understand. You sometimes win a race, and other race you are a bit far behind, which at the forecast seems that it would suit you. What's your explanation of your season so far?
Yeah, it's difficult to say when you are mid-season, but yeah, I probably think I kind of lost. I didn't really find the rhythm after Christmas, so and it was really intense when we only did 3 races, and I felt the time was moving really quickly towards Marcialonga, which was one of my main goals this season. So. And when I didn't have the rhythm, it was difficult to to find out because you have such little time between the races, so you can't change too much. So yeah, it has been a difficult January, but hopefully these 2 weeks home now give me the possibility to find the rhythm and both mentally and physically.
But you've been healthy the whole time?
Yeah, there's no there's no clear problem. I actually don't know why it didn't work out as I hoped, but but I think it feels better now. I feel I recover better from training sessions now at home. So yeah, I hope something is changed now.
Okay, thank you. Emilie, hi.
Hello.
Counting Åsarna, you have been winning more than other places this winter. Does it all come back to you winning Vasaloppet, or do you have any other explanations why it's become easier for you to win races?
Hopefully there's some other explanations than just the Vasaloppet, but I think the last couple of months have been really good for me with training and all, and I think I'm in a much better place just in my life. So I think I enjoy skiing very much now lately. So I think it's probably different reasons, but I think I'm in better shape and better mental and everything. So yeah, hopefully it's gonna continue like that.
I saw you skied extremely good in Åsarna last weekend. Was that a really good race, or what's your opinion about that?
Yeah, I think it was a really good race. So a little bit unfortunate that Jysärska was cancelled, but it's always nice to ski fast, even if it's in Åsarna. So yeah.
Yeah, and there were no frictions, meaning you're beating your team captain so much, Gustav.
Yeah. No, I think that was expected that I was going to beat him, so I don't think he's disappointed about that.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anders. And then Jakob Horn, please go ahead.
A question for Herman. Could you develop a little more what you mean when you say that you haven't found the rhythm? Is it something about your technique, or what do you mean when you say you haven't found the rhythm?
Yeah, it's hard to describe, but I feel that in the first races we probably didn't have the best equipment of the season, and in Diagonela I trained a lot the week before because I wanted to be in my best shape in Marcialonga, so I was probably a bit too tired to perform really well, and in Diagonela still it was okay, but yeah, I was really tired at the end, and I think that was because of all of the training. And in Marcialonga I fell in one of the downhills before we come back to Moena, and I didn't manage to catch up with the group. So I feel like there has been a lot of small things that has gone wrong in all of the 3 races in January. And that's one of the coolest part about Ski Classic now, because it's so high level now, so everything has to fit together to get a good result. But it's kind of frustrating when you feel that the shape is okay and the skis are good, but you still aren't able to perform. So I hope I am able to get more post-in goals now.
Thank you. But so also it's not like, I mean, Emil said that he's had his roller coaster season has also been that he hasn't felt good in training for some weeks, but that has not been your problem. It has more been like the races have for different reasons not gone the way you have expected.
Yeah, but I think also the training has been a little bit not a roller coaster, but I have some ups and downs there as well, because when the races aren't going as planned and you still feel great, but you can perform, it's easy to either push too hard or trying to change something too much. So I think now I'm going back to basic, and I have done really like traditional, for myself at least, traditional training, and I hope everything is going to be more stable now. I haven't taken that much risk or anything, so I hope to find like a good base level. So it's much similar to what I did before Vennosta, so I hope to find that everything falls into place now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jakob. Any more questions for these two wonderful athletes, Herman and Emilie, before we let them go and get ready for the weekend? Ingeborg, please go ahead.
Emilie, you said that you're in a better place now than you have been earlier. Can you explain a little bit more what you mean by that?
Yeah, I think I have settled more into the team. I think me and Lina's our work together has developed, and I think we have a really I don't know what to say. Feels really good to be in Team Ramudden, and I think we're doing a lot of good work together. And I think for me, I came into the team pretty late last year. It was late October, maybe. So now it feels like I've been working with the team and Lina for a longer time, and it feels like, good. So,
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Herman and Emilie, good luck. I'm pretty sure you guys will do well, and let's hope that Herman, your roller coaster ride will also be smoother in the future. Thank you very much, and good luck, for this weekend.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye.
And we should move on to the next pair. We should have Team Eksjöhus, Kati Roivas and Magni Smedås there. Hello Magni and Kati.
Hello.
Good to have you here. The first question here right away is the secret. I mean, the magic that you guys have. You keep doing so well, Kati. You on the podium in every race. Where does it come from?
No, it's going to be hard to give up, but when you have a team like this around you, I mean, what else can you do?
And Magni, what do you want to say about your team and your team's performance?
Oh, it's been incredible the whole season. I'm so proud of both the girls and the guys. And our service team, they are doing such a great work. I think the secret is that we have incredible fun when we're out traveling together. And we're just one big happy family, doing a lot of stuff together and enjoying being on the same team. And we try to make each other better every day, to push each other and share from our own experiences. And just, if you give a lot to other persons, you will get it back too. So I think that's the secret, maybe.
Well said. Thank you. Then questions from the media reps. Anders, I see that you have raised your hand. Anders Blomqvist.
Yes, I have a question for Magni. How does you feel with your injury and recovering from that? Is that everything good now, or is it still some problems for you?
No, everything is fine now. I can feel that my muscles are contracting right now, so I feel like I have a lot more support in my back than I had earlier this January. So yeah, right now it feels really good to double pull.
And you can double pull as much as you want, doing training for what you want now?
Yeah, I got a green light from the doctor, so everything is fine and nothing to worry about anymore.
And how has your days after Marcialonga been? What have you been doing?
It's been really good, actually. I've had some minor problems with my airways. They were a bit irritated, I think, both after La Diagonela and then Marcialonga. But now it feels fine, and I've been training really well, resting really well, spending a lot of time with friends, and yeah, just loading my batteries. So, but now I'm really excited to get back to competition again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kati, how has your time after Marcialonga been? What have you been doing?
I was pretty tired after Marcialonga, so it took me a little bit to get back into good training again. But then I decided to do a challenger race in Italy since Jysärskä got cancelled, and that was good training, I think. So yeah, I'm excited to get back to Scandinavia and have a little more wintry conditions.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Anders. More questions for these two great athletes? Ingeborg, please go ahead.
Yeah, Magni, you missed much of the first part of the season, and then Jysärskä got cancelled. What did you think about that when that got cancelled and your overall chances for the season?
Well, I think Kati is the big favorite from our team to fight for the yellow bib now. Not to put any pressure on Kati right now, but no, but I think my chances are minor since I've been missing a lot of races and then Jysärskä got cancelled. So my goal now is to just fight for single victories. There are still plenty of races to do it in, and I'm really hungry to compete. I feel like I haven't been competing anything this winter, so I'm really excited about the last half of the season now.
So, but if Jysärskä was not cancelled, did you see a theoretical opening for fighting for yellow?
Well, yeah, it would definitely make the chances better, but I think I'm on 10th place right now in the overall, so of course, if I podium every weekend the rest of the season, then my chances are higher, but I'm not having high expectations on that one. For me, it's more focusing on every single race now, try to make the best out of it. And of course, Vasaloppet is a big, big goal to win that one. So yeah, single victories is what is the most important for me right now.
So how are you doing? What are you doing to increase your odds for succeeding at Vasaloppet? What will it take? What do you know about that race that you? How will you use that to your advantage? How will you attack it?
Well, for me, the most important thing has been to come back in shape with my back and to make sure that I feel everything is right with my back and that I feel strong. And right now I do feel strong and I feel like my technique is back and everything. So yeah, the pieces are falling into place. And I think if our skis are good and my shape is good, then the result will speak for itself in the end. But of course, there are a lot of girls that are hungry for doing a good race on Vasaloppet, and I know that Emilie is super strong, and also Ida will be fighting really strong. So yeah, I'll give them the best competition I can give them, and I'm sure we'll make it an exciting fight about that victory.
So talking about that, getting back from your back injury. So how have you worked to attack that? I mean, who have you worked with, and what has been like the course of the plan?
Well, I've had a great osteopath here in Lillehammer, so I've been to him a lot of times, and he's been checking my back, making sure that everything is fine now after all the competitions in January. And then it's been to do some exercises, which we call knip exercises, which you have to do when you're pregnant. Knipeøvelser.
Ah, okay.
You know, when you're pregnant, those kind of
I don't,
exercises.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, to make the tiny muscles activate.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of that, and yeah, it works. So I feel like everything is in position now.
And then you were talking about your technique. Who are you working on technique with?
Marte. I'm using Marte a lot, but of course I also study myself in the mirror when I'm doing like skier or Colina, and I have high focus when I'm out training, so I can feel whenever it's not in position and when it is in position. So I've kind of just been chasing the right feeling all the way. And now, yeah, I did a 4-hour skiing today and it felt really good. So yeah, trust the process.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ingeborg, and thank you, Magni, and thank you, Kati. Good luck. We wish you good luck, and I know you will do well this weekend. And we move on to the next two skiers there from Team Ragde Charge. We should have Andreas Nygaard and Johan Hoel there, ready to chat. There you guys are.
I think we are here, maybe.
Yes, you are. I can see you. Now I can see you both.
Can you hear us?
I can see Johan. I can't really see you much, Anders, if you move a little bit closer to your teammates. So then I can see you. No, we kind of see you both. If you like, stay pretty close to each other. No, yeah, we can see you guys. So, I mean, what's up with you guys? How are you feeling right now?
What should I say? Yeah, we are back in. We actually are in Mora, and we are doing some training in the track for Vasaloppet this week. So yeah, we're feeling good.
And you ready for the race?
I think we both are ready. Of course, this weekend in Urside is pretty close to Vasaloppet, so I think everyone on the start line is also thinking about what's coming in the next 2 weeks. So. Yeah, but we are ready to compete and always try to do well when we compete.
Indeed, and then questions for these two athletes. Any questions for these two? All right, there we go. Anders Blomqvist, let's go ahead.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
First, a question for Andreas. How are you now with your injury and recovering from that?
I'm getting better. For sure, the training the last 4 weeks has been suffering a little bit from my shoulder injury in the terms of that things that usually makes you win race has not been able to prioritize, like sprinting and strength training and so on. But I think my aerobic engine and the base is really, really strong. So the shape is quite good, but yeah, for sure I feel that something is missing, but it's getting better and better, and yeah, that's just the way it is.
Can you still don't do the things you want to do, or is it that you're lacking from the last weeks, or what's the situation right now?
Yeah, no, I cannot do the things that I want to do, but luckily there's a lot of things you can do that still will enhance your performance as a long distance skier, but things that make you win races I haven't been able to do. So I have done some smaller races since Marcialonga, which was a disaster, and yeah, it's getting better, but yeah, to win races at this level you need to do everything, I think.
Yeah. What was your feelings during Marcialonga?
I think I didn't have the best day, combined with a bad shoulder and a pole that broke in Wall of Suraga, which, yeah, I was never in the competition, I think, and yeah, big disappointment, but yeah, that's the way it is sometimes. So feeling a lot better now than I did then, at least with a pain in my shoulder.
Okay, thank you. Johan, how has your time been after Marcialonga?
Not that special, actually. I'm just doing normal training, nothing crazy, nothing, yeah, just normal training, no sickness, no injuries. So yeah, did a smaller race last weekend, and yeah, feeling good.
Yeah. What was your feelings during Marcialonga and the last climb?
I felt good during the race. Of course, it's a bit strange when you got into the last hill and was not fighting for the win. So really happy with my third place, but hopefully next time I will be able to fight for the win in the last hill, not second place.
You were convinced that you couldn't catch up with Runar when you're entering the hill?
I think when we was at the stadium, the cross-country stadium, I think we will catch him, but from the cross-country stadium to Molina and through Molina, we lost so much time, and yeah, when we got out of Molina, the gap was over 1 minute, and then I think everybody in the group felt like the gap was too big.
I was a little bit surprised that Ragde let that happen. Was it a mistake, or was it just that Runar was so much stronger than you had thought?
Yeah, I think when he got the gap through Pedazzo, he was a bit on the back foot, but yeah, when we started to try to close the gap, I think he was too strong that day. So even though we took turns and tried all we could to close the gap, he increased the gap the whole way. So yeah, I think he was for sure the strongest in the flat parts of the course.
And your shape has been really good, entering the podium several times. Is it still as good, or is it improving, or what's your thoughts?
I don't know really. If I could continue fighting for podiums, I would be happy with that, and fighting for the overall champion bib will be my main goal for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anders, and thank you guys. I mean, speaking of podiums, I think you both have a really good chance. You have the capacity and capability of being up there. So good luck. Let's see how well you guys can do this weekend. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are moving on to the last two skiers, Amund Hoel and Hanna Lodin from Team Engcon.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing right now?
Good, I guess.
I guess.
No, I'm good. I'm in the winter wonderland, so it's become a lot of snow. So it's beautiful outside now.
And Amund, what about you? I mean, you ready for the weekend? Do you feel okay now? Do you feel that you're ready to fight, for the sprint points again?
Yeah, I feel ready. I felt pretty strong since coming home from Marcialonga, so training has been going good last few weeks, so I feel ready.
Good. Then questions for Amund and Hanna. Please go ahead. Morten, please.
Yes. Hello, Hanna. You did 2 races this weekend. What were your thoughts and impressions and feelings in your body during those?
Hello. The main reason was to get quite hard weekend, and now I have focused on resting and do more calm sessions. But the first day I felt very powerful, even though it's very hard to it's only like guys that are competing, so it's very hard to like know how good the result is, but it felt good. And the second day I was a bit tired, but I managed to do the race, but I felt a bit sore, and but I wanted to like test and know how it felt to have like 2 longer races during a weekend now, since we will start with much harder races and so on.
And it's a lot of competitions coming up as well. I guess you will do both this weekend and then Tjejvasan and then Vasaloppet. Was it kind of a test for the upcoming weekends as well?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, last year some of the best races was the second day. So like in Orsa, the second day in this ITT was on 11th place. That was one of the best races. So, and I know I think I'm quite good to like reload and so on. So yeah. But now I will rest a bit now. But my main focus is then on Vasaloppet, and I just wanted to see how it feels and so on.
Great. Right. Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you, Morten. And then Anders Blomqvist, you have a question?
Yes, I do. I have a question for Amund. Can you please tell us a bit about yourself? Where do you train? Who do you train with? And who's your trainer? And also if you're going only for the sprints, or if you're also planning on doing end results in the coming races?
Yeah, I live just outside Oslo. I live with my brother, Johan, who you spoke to just before. So train a lot with him when we're both home, and also with my teammate Johan Schelle, who also live closely. So mostly with those 2 guys, and for the sprints, the sprint is the main goal this season. So the focus will be take as many points as possible on the sprints, but on the coming races, I hope I can be strong enough to go for some end results as well. So, but the most important thing is the sprint bib this year.
Yeah, and before, when you were going traditional, you were really good sprinter. And did you also did good results on long distance races?
Oh, I've never been very good at long distance races. So, but I feel I've taken a step this year, and I feel like the double polling races suits me pretty good. So hopefully in the future I can fight for the podiums as well.
Thank you. I have a question for Hanna as well. You mentioned you were feeling you were stronger the second day when you were racing. Concerning you as pretty fresh, training so much and so hard as you do now, is that surprising, or what's your explanation of being so good in the second day?
Mainly, I mean that I'm not that sore, or not that I'm better the next day, but that I'm not that sore that other people can be. So I mean, I think I'm quite good on reloading. I don't know the real word, but what was your next question? Second part of the question.
No, that was just only what's your thoughts about it, if it's genetic or if it's whatever.
I don't know, but I have, even though I haven't been like competing in cross country skiing that long, before I was in compared to other people around me, I have always been like having uthållighet. I don't know the English word.
Endurance.
Yeah, endurance. Yeah, good endurance. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. One last question for Amund. Who's the fastest of you, Alfred or Simon?
It's me.
Okay, thank you.
That was pretty confident there. Any more questions, for these 2, Hanna and Amund, before we wrap up? Jakob Hort, please go ahead.
Yes, one for Hanna. How do you reflect on your season as a whole? What has taken you to where you are?
That's a big question, but I'm very happy with my results. But I have thoughts, and I have like higher thoughts, and I want to reach a higher, like be in the 6th. Yeah, I'm on the 6 best people in a race, and my shape have been very good, but I have some bad lucks with broken pole and so on, and I know that I'm not the best one, so I really have to stay in the group, and if I miss the people, then, or I lost the group, then I won't get back. So I mean, my shape have been good, but I hope that everything will like match, and I still wait for the day when everything is good. I mean,
thank you. And what would you say is your strongest side as a skier?
This summer I saw that I had a really good speed, but now it feels like I have been better on like going uphill. So it's right now I don't really know yet, actually. I think I'm a mix of it. I'm not like Ida that is really good at uphill, or other people that is good on this on the flat part. I think I'm quite kind of mix.
Sounds like a good combination with the speed from the summer and the endurance uphill now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jakob, and thank you, Hanna and Amund. I know that you guys will fight tooth and nail, for points and for the overall results as well come this weekend. Good luck there, and stay healthy and get ready for the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone watching this. Thank you, all the media reps and journalists joining us, and people watching this out there. And remember, this weekend will be really a thrilling one. So join us on Saturday and Sunday as the Grönklitt Classic and Grönklitt ITT will take place. Take care and see you this weekend. Bye-bye.